So let me say very briefly what we consider to be the significance of this communique, what is in the communique, and then I will take your questions.
We're confronting a number of very critical crises today. Instability in the Middle East, potential for conflict in South China Sea, and conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And then you have another layer, which is a set of non-traditional, I would say, issues like climate change, water scarcity, food security, or global health.
And so there is a need for a new approach in international relations education that transcends the narrow confines of short-run policymaking. The Henry A. Kissinger Center for Global Affairs will address that need.
I think Henry Kissinger in many ways was unique. He approached issues as a tough-minded negotiator, but with a deep knowledge of history, philosophy, and culture.
I think it's fair to say that Henry Kissinger is responsible as much as any other person for ending the Cold War and also for opening up United States-China relations.
For all the monumental achievements, it's often forgotten that he was an accomplished academic at Harvard and spent 17 years helping academics and historians understand the past and the present and the future.
What distinguished Kissinger from nearly all his contemporaries was that he put history first.
And we, I think, owe a certain debt to Dr. Kissinger to revive the approach that he took as a young student.
Today's students, they need to be deeply steeped in the history of a region, of an issue, its politics, all of its ramifications.
It is important to extend the study of international relations from dealing with the immediate symptoms of the issues to the underlying causes. So one would hope that the center will teach the students the interrelationship of events to history, geography, economics, and cultural evolution.
SAIS is a perfect home for the Kissinger Center because we are already dedicated to training global leaders who understand the broader canvas. But the Kissinger Center provides us with much greater capability to do this in a focused manner. We'll bring to SAIS at least 10 new endowed core faculty. This multidisciplinary cluster of brilliant minds in international affairs will collaborate in designing a more integrated curriculum and mentoring young professionals. They will also have a significant impact on policymaking.
These scholars and practitioners are the human capital to set SAIS and Johns Hopkins apart as a singular institution for strategic, interdisciplinary, evidence-based insight on global affairs.
And the people who come through the Kissinger Center will have both theory at the highest level, but also a sense of the granular, nitty-gritty part of decision-making.
And I think it will really cement SAIS's place at the intersection between theory and practice.
I can think of no more fitting thing to do than to name the Center for Global Affairs in honor of Dr. Kissinger, my friend and a great American.
The name of such a renowned statesman as Dr. Henry Kissinger, linked to SAIS and Johns Hopkins, distinguishes the school in its continued rise in national and international prominence.
He really did change the world, and I think the Kissinger Center at Johns Hopkins will make it possible for students to follow in Henry's footsteps.
This is an institution that's built to last, to train generations and generations of professionals into the future.
So that automatically in later life they will act with understanding about the issues they face and move them in a direction that is constructive, peaceful, and creative.